Alright guys, good morning, Madam Roy back again, back to with another review. This is finally the review of my HP laptop. This is the one I picked up about a month ago from Best Buy. This is model number HQ-TRE 7025. This is the one I got from Best Buy for around $400. And once again, I apologize, the review has been such a long time coming. I've had dealing with some issues around the house, you know, life happens, but I have the review today for you, so without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to show you guys the ports on this. This is a entry-level laptop for sure. Once again, the reason I purchased this laptop was because I really don't use a laptop that often, mainly just when we're traveling. So at most, that's maybe 3 or 4 times a year. So this works very well. If you guys had watched my vlog videos when I was away up in New York, all those videos were edited on this computer. And one of the questions I got the most was how well did this perform? Flawlessly. As a matter of fact, this renders video almost as quickly as my main rig does, the XPS 8700. Before I show you the ports, a few things I wanted to show you I like about this. This has a very nice textured top to it, which does not show a lot of fingerprints, and after a while, if you do get a few on there, very easy to clean. I just take a damp rag and maybe a little bit of Windex and just wipe it clean. On this side, this is really the bulk of the ports here. I'm going to pull out my Bluetooth dongle and my mouse dongle. That is one thing this computer is lacking. This computer does not have built-in Bluetooth, so I did have to purchase this dongle off of eBay, which was no big deal. This was about $2 or $3. Ports on this side, we have headphones, 2 USB 3.0 ports, HDMI, and gigabit Ethernet. So this is the bulk of the ports. Nothing on the front of this computer, or the back in this case, and nothing on the front. So no ports there. Going to the other side, you have your basic, just the basic other ports. You have one more USB 3.0 port. You have your SD card slot, and then a dual layer DVD burner. There is no Blu-ray built into this. Again, nothing I really need. I never really used it on my other laptop anyway. So I'm going to pull back a little bit so you guys can see this more. Hope you guys enjoy this angle. I'm trying something new with that equipment that I got. So we'll go ahead and log in real quick. You can see the computer is booting up right now. I'm going to go ahead and log in. Alright, so one thing I really enjoy about this laptop, and I didn't think I'd really like it, is the fact that it does have a touch screen. That's right guys, this is the first laptop that I've actually owned with a touchscreen, and it is fairly useful, especially for the times that I don't want to go ahead and fish for my mouse. Let's say it's late at night, I'm out somewhere at a campground or just on vacation, and I want to pull the laptop out real quick and maybe watch a movie or two. This does have a nice trackpad, a lot better than most laptops I've seen in recent years. Main thing I do like about it is that it's so big, but as you guys know, I've said before, I'm not a big fan of the trackpads, so the fact that it does have a touchscreen helps out a little bit. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a closer look here, so I'm going to pause the video and I'll show you guys exactly what this laptop has to offer. Talk to you in just a minute. Alright guys, so here is a closer look at the laptop. As you can see on top here, it does have a webcam. I have not actually used that yet, but from the reviews that I've read, they say it's a very, very good quality one. This is the keyboard. It is a chiclet style keyboard, so don't expect to have the greatest typing experience on it. Very typical of modern laptops these days, but you do have a number pad, which I thought was a nice touch, especially for a smaller laptop. This is a 15.6 inch, so it's not like a 17 or 19 inch screen, so it was nice that they could go ahead and actually include that with this laptop. Again, the textured top kind of follows here. It's a little bit tighter of a texture. If you look closely, there's a nice little effect there. And the touchpad, one thing I really like about this is it's a matte finish. It's not like a glossy one that HP used to use in the past, like with the DV6000, DV9000 series. This actually gives you a better tactile feel. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go in and show you guys some of the specs on here. I will be doing some benchmarking, but that's going to be in a different video. Once again, this is just going to be a review of the laptop itself. Okay, I'll show you guys the specs here. As you can see, it's got an AMD A10 9600P. This is an APU, so basically the video card and the CPU are built in together. Has 10 computing cores, but that's not actual. It actually has 4 computer cores. I believe that's talking about the actual cores and then the logical cores. So the 6 and the 4 would equal 10. It's a 2.4 gigahertz per core setup. So again, not the fastest computer in the world, but plenty good enough for what I need to do with it. It's got 6 gigabytes of RAM, 5.59 gigabytes usual, because again, this is the APU and it uses quite a bit for graphics memory. And then we'll go ahead and show you guys the hard drive real quick. Like I said, nothing super special. It's basically just a 1 terabyte, I believe it's a Seagate drive that's in here. And one thing I wanted to note is the touchscreen on this is decent, but it's not the best that I've seen. It doesn't always register properly. Sometimes I'll be touching on something and you have to be a little bit more precise, whereas a higher end system, you could be a little bit off. Say you were trying to go into the settings and you touched it a little bit to the side. A higher end touchscreen would be able to still register that that was what you wanted, but this one you have to be a little bit more precise when you actually touch the screen. But again, it is definitely acceptable. I don't find that there are any major issues with the touch screen at all. I haven't checked for updates, so as you can see, it's actually doing some updates right now, so I'll go ahead and minimize that. Let me go ahead and open up my YouTube channel. I'll give you guys an idea of the actual video quality. It is not bad. It will handle 1080p at 60 frames per second without too many issues. So I'm going to let this boot up and give you guys a little demonstration. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play you guys my vlog from yesterday. And we'll try and get this in as high a resolution as possible. So 1080p 60. Good afternoon, YouTube. Matt M. Roy back again. Back with a probably short vlog video for today. This is July 13th. It's a Wednesday, and long time no see, right? Well, let me turn this AC down a little bit here. Here. Alright, so that should be good enough. As you can see, the video is fairly fluid. She's really chowing down on these things. I apologize for the background noise. Eric, I wanted to show you this real quick. We did find a use for the Auric XL air purifier. This is the one that YouTube user Eric Brunhammer gave me when we met at the Newcastle Farmers Market. So yeah, no problems at all playing full HD video at 60 frames per second. So let me give you a rough idea of what this laptop is good for. Definitely has strengths in the fact that it is a quad core, a very capable CPU in here, especially even for video editing, watching HD content. Where this laptop is lacking is in some of the features. Like I've stated before, it does not have the highest resolution screen. Let me see if I can get in there and show you guys exactly what it is. Go into display settings here. And you know what? It's going to not let me do that. Ah, there we go. Trying to use a combination of the touchscreen and the pad at the same time. Okay, the video card here, just to show you guys, it's a Radeon graphics card. It's the R5 graphics. And the resolution here is 1366 by 768. So basically this is 720p resolution. Again, this is definitely not a laptop for a gamer, and it struggles with the fact that it doesn't have Bluetooth and not the highest resolution. But if you're looking for a laptop that is that'll be good for going out of town with, something you can, like I do, use for video editing, watching HD content. This laptop is more than acceptable. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Like I said, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments section or send me a personal message. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.